We've just built the best AI integration for Rhino by adding Runchat into the Rhino experience. So in order to get started, you can type package manager and search for Runchat. And then Runchat will appear. You can use the install button here to install it. And this will install both the Rhino plugin and the Runchat Grasshopper tools. So we'll click apply to add Runchat. And to use Runchat inside of Rhino now, it's really easy. We just type Runchat. If we hit enter, it opens this browser window and it prompts us to sign in. You can create an account quite easily if you don't have one already. So I'm just going to sign in very quickly by signing in with Google. Okay, it opens into the dashboard and I can select this example I've been working inside. The main things to know are that in the left here, when you're using Runchat alongside Rhino, you have these three options for now. The first one is to bring in a screenshot from the Rhino viewport. It's pretty simple. You just press this and a screen grab will load into Runchat. The second is to run a Python script inside of Rhino. We'll come back to this one in another exercise. And the third is to take a 3D model that you've made with Runchat and import it into Rhino with texturing with one click. So just to give you an overview of what we can do now that we've taken the screenshot from Rhino and brought it into Runchat, we can select this model and we can say, make this line drawing realistic architecture photography. So we're going to make it realistic Australian architecture photography in the Australian bush and see how that comes out. Okay, so that's an incredibly simple workflow to install Runchat and then to just take a screen grab and really quickly get an insanely high quality output. To process this further, we could also upscale it. I'll use the cheapest upscaler we have, and we should be able to get quite a nice output from this image. So we have a really high quality output now just from a few clicks inside of Runchat. And not only can we make static images, we can also make videos. So we can also create a video here. And so we can say drone pan around this building. Amazing. So really quickly, we've gone from just a simple screen grab to some high quality images and then to a production quality video in not much time at all. Another thing you could do with an image is you could take a reference image like the one that I've already dropped in here, and I can plug in the image from the Rhino viewport and I can do a style transfer. Okay, so within a few clicks, it was pretty easy to style transfer this architectural reference image onto our sketch. So that's just a few things you can do when you bring in sketch images and screenshots into Runchat. Another thing that's really easy to do with the Runchat plugin inside of Rhino is to take images that you've created or 3D models and bring them back into Rhino. So for this, I'm just going to paste in a reference image I found on the net. And for better quality output, I'm also going to remove the background from this. So I'm just going to drag from the output and do remove background. And from this, I'll now make a 3D model. I'm going to use Trellis for this. It's low cost and high quality. Great, so we've got a pretty good version of this model. And what I can do is now hit the import GLB button, and that's now being brought into Rhino. I can change to rendered view to see the texturing on this. And just like that, it's quite easy to go from image to 3D model and get that directly into Rhino without even having to leave Rhino. So this just scratches the surface of what we think is possible with using Runchat inside of Rhino. I'm sure the Rhino community will have a lot of ideas of how they could use this. Part of the power of Runchat is that you can execute code, write JavaScript, And you can also bring in third-party API keys. It has a few integrations already, like with Sheets. And yeah, we'd be happy to make some more. So if you have any ideas and you'd love to see this pushed further, please feel free to reach out to us on Discord or DM us on LinkedIn. Cheers, and excited to share more with you soon.